Right, so just to give you a bit of a rundown on what we're doing, I'm finding it hard to focus on coming away from what we're in right now and talking to the camera to explain what's going on, but because it's so serious, and at this point my energy levels have been so low that even getting the session done is hard, like I said earlier. So I'm really not thinking about this now, so I apologise, but I'm going to try and explain what we're doing. So the difference between the top set on this bent over row and the back off, for which we just done, which you just saw Jay and you probably see me do now, is the first top set when we're chucking on, you know, quite a heavy load and you're feeling good enough to go for maybe the lower end of the top set. So I actually managed 180 today for a solid set. I don't know,
610.
It was above, it was about 8 when today. I had 6 last week.
Yeah.
So the form was good, but it wasn't perfect, you know, it wasn't like being fixed on a machine. But that's why we've got the movement in. We want to chuck weight about like that, still feeling it, still having no change in as much as in hip flexion. You know, we don't want to be moving too much using it as like a hip hinge, because a lot of people use their hips and their momentum from there, from the power, to get the weight up, and then they just throw their body into it at the top. You see a lot of people do that, especially if you slow down the video and see, you can really see what's happening. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to fix my hips in position once I get comfortable in that sort of like 45-degree angle, and then I'm just trying to use my shoulders to first initiate the movement and then roll back and finish. So I'm happy with the top set. I watched it back, happy with that. But like I said to Jay now, he said I'm going to do the same weight as I did for my top set, and I didn't flip out on him, but I was kind of like, why, what's the point, you know? Because I want him to do well, and there's no point in doing the same weight that you've done for a top set, because number one, you're definitely going to get less reps. So it's going to be a sloppier set. You're going to be disappointed because you've got less reps in the first set, and the form isn't going to be nowhere near as good as the first set. So it's just all going to be downhill. So we take the weight off, we do a back off, and we take the weight off quite a considerable amount, so that we can, I said to him, fix this, your chest in position and your hips in position like you're in a machine. I want it to be that perfect on a back off set, so that not that we make up for the top set being a little bit sloppier, but we are fully in control of that load, and we just take everything that we want to failure without letting anything else come into play. But then with a movement like that, when you get to failure, you can bring in a little bit of momentum to take you beyond failure. It's exactly the same as having someone else touch you through the reps where you start to fail. It's like forced reps, but using your own momentum and different body parts. Nothing wrong with it. People will say it's sloppy form, it's there for a purpose. As long as you fail first, doing it absolutely perfect, then you can bring in those little things. Look at all the best backs in the world. Look at the way they trained. They all use these similar techniques, and it's not shit form. It's there for a reason. So I'm going to try and do that now and practice what I preach, because I give a bollock into Jay, so I'm going to have to do the same thing. So
that mentality did help, to be fair. Just staying locked in like a machine.
Yeah, you've got to stay locked in here. Yeah, you've done it well. That's
excellent. Come on. Big reps. Come on.
That was nice.